Hey everybody, Mandy here, and in today's video, we're doing another discussion video. I like doing these a lot, and a lot of y'all seem to enjoy it, but this is going to be a wish list, or a what I want to see in a Danganronpa 4. Now, a lot of things could be said about here. I'm not going to list everything off, just going to give a short list, because otherwise this video would be way too long. However, please like the video, because all the support means a lot, and the YouTube algorithm is not very nice to me, so I really would appreciate it. And also, tell me in the comments what you want to see in a Danganronpa 4, because I would love to have a discussion, I would love to see what other people think. And it's just fun interacting with the Danganronpa community, and when I say like a wish list, I mean like it could be anything. It could be like a set of characters, it could be an ultimate talent, it could be a set of mini games, it could be legit, it could be anything. Obviously, if you're gonna put Mimi stuff, okay, sure, I want Monitor Burger King and Danganronpa 4, but we all can't have that. And I mean, hey, we never know if a Danganronpa 4 is going to come or not. I'm not exactly sure on the possibility, but I have high hopes that it will come in the near future. That's kind of it for the intro. Oh yeah, please subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm crying.
We don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Either way, first on the list is I want to play as a killer. And I don't mean the way that Kaede did it. Okay, so what I mean by this is that before Danganronpa V3 came out, there were many people talking about how they wanted to play as a killer. And obviously that did happen in Danganronpa V3. And the problem is that I kind of wish it happened in a different way. I don't know if anybody else felt this way, but I wasn't. The way they handled Kaede, like, I get it, like, the whole thing of you trying not to figure out that you're the killer. But the thing is, I want an actual killing game where you play as a killer and you, the audience, know that you are the killer and you have to try and get away with it. But yeah, there's not really much to talk about on that. I'm not sure how they would do it. Again, like I said with Kaede, they made sure to tell the audience that it wasn't her, so you wouldn't know until like near midway of the trial. But in this case, I legit want the main character to sit down and be like, yeah, I want to kill somebody, and I'm gonna get away with this murder plan. That would be a lot of fun. I really feel like it would very spice up the game. A lot of people also say they want to like play as the mastermind, or they want the protag to be the mastermind, but like, I really don't understand how that would work. Let me know in the comments if you do feel like that, because I legit have no idea how that would work. Another thing I want is a different order of killings, since all three of the games have the exact same killing pattern. So what I mean by this is, the best example I can give is Chapter 3, there's always a double kill. I don't know why they like keep to this rule, I have no clue. All the other deaths are kind of different. I will say Danganronpa 1, the whole thing with it was a suicide, but then Danganronpa 2 and Danganronpa V3 changed it up, and that I'm glad about. However, I don't understand why Chapter 3 is always a double kill. I guess so it would make sense for the amount of players at the end of the game, but put the double kill somewhere else, put that in Chapter 4, Chapter 5, Chapter fucking 8 even, I don't know. Different trial minigames. So what I mean by this is that in all the Danganronpa games, they kind of have like the somewhat the same type of mini game. So like, I mean, like the taxi is basically just logic dive. Hangsman Gambit is there like 3 different times for whatever reason. And then it always ends with like a rhythm game or something to defeat that person. And you know, I don't hate these at all. It's the saying where it's like, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. And you know, I completely get that. If they were in Danganronpa 4, I wouldn't complain. I just want to see some new minigames. And Danganronpa V3 did include some new ones, like whatever this is, and I gotta admit, it was pretty bad.
Oh, brother!
But V3 did include a lot of minigame ideas that I did like, and even if some of them weren't as good like I mentioned, I still think the variety or like the new ideas that we're trying out were really cool, and I would love to see it more in the future. Like the whole side-scrolling one minigame in Chapter 1 and then it came back in Chapter 5, like, I would love to see that, but like as an actual trial minigame, like doing a side-scrolling mission and you have to decide which path is the right path for the truth bullet. I think that would be really cool. Obviously, I'm not a game designer, I don't know a lot of different trial ideas, I can't give any off the top of my head, but I would love to see what they did in V3 by trying new ideas out and just seeing how it goes. And you know, bring back Logic Dive, please. Logic Dive was great, please bring it back, come on.
No.
Oh, but... Oh, but next on the list is more waifus. Okay, come on, listen up. We gotta have more waifus, we gotta have more Danganronpa waifus. Like, look, Chiaki Nanami, boom, perfect. Kaede Amatsu, perfect, love them. Kyoko Kirigiri, oh, that's so good, oh, come on. Like, We need more Danganronpa waifus, okay? Agree with me. And we couldn't forget the best Danganronpa waifu, Nagito Kameda. Like, come on. We gotta get more waifus in the game. Also, this is an idea that I've been thinking about for a while, and I would love to see in action, but it's multiple playable pro tags at the same time. So, in Danganronpa V3, they kind of did touch upon a bit how in the first class trial, you would play as Kaede first, and then you would switch to Soichi, or in Chapter 6, you would switch between multiple different pro tags. And that's all cool and all, but that's just in the trial. I would love to, so you could switch between different pro tags whenever you feel like it, and just play as them to get their perspective. I think it would be really cool, and imagine if, let's say, one pro tag is in Strawberry House, and the other pro tag is in Grape House, and you're like, I don't know who to decide, but I'm gonna pick the one in Strawberry House. You pick them, and then the next morning, a murder happens in the opposite house, and then you can't get that perspective from the other pro tag. I think that would be really fun. I'm not exactly sure how that would work, and I feel like I'm probably missing a couple things that would get it to work. But I would really love to see it. Instead of it choosing when you switch pro tag roles, you could just choose whenever. And the last thing on my wish list at the moment is adding more Distrust stuff that were like original concept and adding them into Danganronpa 4. Either that means revising them or just putting in how they were. So what I mean by this is that in Distrust, in case you don't know, it is the Danganronpa 1 beta. It's a lot more gorier, a lot more like realistic, as you would say. But it included a lot of really fun and interesting ideas, such as there being a time limit, you could choose who lives and who dies, each path was different. I would love to see more variety like that in Danganronpa 4. I don't think they will. I think it's going to be more so the same concept, and I don't mind it because it's still enjoyable at the end of the day. But I would love to have these multiple different endings, or these multiple different cases, or different class trials. I mean, the development side of things would be definitely hell. Like, it would be insanely hard to do. I can understand why they don't want to do it. But, you know, this is a wish list. This isn't like a realistic list, is it? So I'm just kind of wishing and just having hopeful thoughts about it. When it comes to the more realistic executions or realistic deaths, I mean, I guess, I don't know, I feel like the deaths in Danganronpa are kind of brutal anyway, so I don't really think it makes much of a difference there. But I would love to see some stuff from Distrust come into Danganronpa 4. That's pretty much all I really have in terms of a wish list. Obviously, I have loads more ideas, but I don't want to touch on too many just because, I mean, I said at the start of the video, the list would go on forever. And I would love to see what y'all think about it in the comments. So, as I said at the beginning of the video, leave in the comments what your wishes or what you want to see in Danganronpa 4. I'd love to see what everybody thinks, and I'd love to have a discussion with y'all. Either way, I do hope Danganronpa 4 is a thing in the future. It does feel a bit weird to end the series on V3, and it's been like, how many years? I do have hopes, and hopefully Spike Chunsoft or any of the developers can make our dreams come true. And of course, a lot of people ask me about this, but if Danganronpa 4 does come out, I would definitely be covering it. I would definitely be let's playing it on the channel, doing all those things, and it'll be really fun. And I'm very excited for what the future holds, even if it's a bit slower at the moment. But I do appreciate y'all for sticking around with me. Thank you all so much for the support, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!